Hello, friends. The program is relentless in its mission to build a wild and monstrous roster for its opponents. In this scenario, the rumor that Mackenzie Mgbako, a former forward transferred from Indiana, is on Kentucky's radar is news that sparks optimism among fans and analysts and critics more attentive to the team's future. Mackenzie Mbako, a name that already carries with him an impressive pedigree, emerges as a piece that can not only fill gaps, but also amplify the team's technical and tactical qualities. A five-star recruit and McDonald's All-American before his initial commitment to Duke, Mbako has accumulated credentials that place him in a privileged position in the college scene. His time in Indiana, despite still being in the maturation phase, was marked by consistent numbers. Averages of 12.2 points per game for 0.6 rebounds and 1.2 assists, in addition to a solid field goal percentage, 43.7%, and a reasonable performance on three-pointers, 33%. These numbers, while not spectacular, reflect Mbako's ability to contribute in a versatile way within the four lines. What makes Mbako especially interesting for Kentucky is the combination of his physical potential and refined technical skills. With an impressive wingspan and above-average mobility for his position, he has all the tools to excel both on defense and offense. His style of play is vaguely reminiscent of what was seen in players like Otega Oa, who knew how to maximize his characteristics to become a key player in decisive moments. Should Mbako decide to make the move to Lexington, he will have the opportunity to further explore his offensive repertoire, whether creating plays for himself or his teammates, while also fine-tuning his efficiency on the perimeter, an area that will certainly be honed under the guidance of Mark Pope and his coaching staff. Mbako's previous experience with high-profile programs such as Duke and Indiana demonstrates his ability to handle the pressures inherent in traditional teams. Playing for Kentucky means shouldering the expectations of a passionate and demanding fan base, something Mbako has proven himself prepared to handle. His competitive mindset and adaptability to different systems of play are attributes that could be key to the team's success in competitions as tight as the SEC and the NCAA tournament. Another point worth noting is the impact Mbako can have on the collective development of the team. The presence of a player with his profile can serve as a catalyst for the growth of other athletes, especially those who are in the early stages of their college careers. For a team looking to rebuild its identity after up and down seasons, the addition of a natural leader like Mbako could help solidify a culture of excellence and hard work. While it's still early days, Kentucky's interest in Mackenzie Mbako signals a strategic move to bolster the team with pieces that fit into this roster. For Pope, who has worked tirelessly to mold the program in his image, adding a player like Mbako would be a significant step toward improving this team even further. And if Mackenzie Mbako does indeed suit up in blue and white, fans can rejoice in the great moments and contests. In his journey as head coach of Kentucky basketball, Mark Pope has faced a challenge that few coaches in college basketball can truly comprehend. Leading the Wildcats program isn't just about building a competitive team or winning big games. It's about navigating the turbulent waters of one of the most passionate and demanding sports communities in the world, BBN. And as he reflects on this responsibility, Pope finds words that resonate with humility, admiration, and even awe. He describes the job as incredibly humbling and filled with a beautiful amount of pressure. This combination of sentiments speaks not only to the weight of expectations placed on his shoulders, but also to the deep respect he has for the unique culture that surrounds Kentucky basketball. BBN isn't just a fan base. It's a people who breathe basketball 24/7. There's no other place in college where basketball is as deeply embedded in the identity of a community as it is in Lexington, Kentucky. For Pope, explaining this to potential recruits and transfer portal targets is a nearly impossible task because, as he put it, there's no frame of reference. The passion of BBN transcends any other sports experience these players may have had before. It's something that needs to be felt, experienced, and witnessed to be fully understood. One particularly touching example Pope shared perfectly illustrates this emotional connection. During one of the famous post-game radio crowds, a tradition unique to Kentucky, where thousands of fans linger after games to hear the coach speak and interact with the players, a middle-aged man approached him, visibly moved. When invited onto the court, the fans simply froze, turned to Pope, and began to cry. Through tears, he declared, "This is one of the greatest moments of my life." This episode, while unique in its form, is emblematic of countless similar stories that occur daily in the Kentucky universe. For many, being a part of this program, whether as a player, coach, or even spectator, is more than a hobby or a distraction. It's an integral part of who they are. That connection between the team and its fans is both a blessing and a challenge. For Pope, leading Kentucky means taking on the responsibility of keeping that flame alive, of honoring decades of tradition, while also seeking to write new chapters of success. He knows that every decision made, every recruit brought in, and every game played has the potential to profoundly impact the lives of thousands of people. It's a heavy burden, yes, but it's also a rare opportunity to do something meaningful. As he put it, you put your heart and soul into it because you're doing it for family. And our family is huge. As Pope prepares to face the Tennessee Volunteers in the Sweet 16, he demonstrates that he's aware of the historic moment he's in. This is undoubtedly one of the most pivotal moments of his career, and he seems to embrace the magnitude of it admirably. His perspective on the pressure is revealing. Rather than seeing it as an unbearable burden, he sees it as an integral part of what makes the job special. "This is all incredibly humbling," he said, acknowledging that the enormity of the role he plays extends beyond his own personal ambitions. It's a privilege, albeit one that comes with great challenges. For players considering donning the blue and white uniform, Pope's message is clear. Playing for Kentucky isn't just about talent or stats. It's about embracing a greater mission. It's about understanding that you're representing something much bigger than yourself. A community that lives and breathes basketball, that celebrates victories as collective achievements and feels defeats as personal losses. This dynamic creates a unique environment where the pressure can be overwhelming, but also where the support is unmatched. For those who are ready to take on the challenge, the rewards can be transformative. As Kentucky prepares for its upcoming Sweet 16 matchup, it's clear that Mark Pope is exactly where he belongs. He understands the gravity of the moment, but also the beauty that comes with the responsibility of leading such a diverse program. What will that game be like? Leave your comments.